Welcome back to The Silver Lining here on YouTube, or welcome if you're new. I'm Sarah, and today is Tiny Tidy Tuesday. So today I'm actually back in my kitchen because it was a super busy weekend. And as I've said before, we enter our house from the garage entry, which comes into the kitchen. And so naturally, everything just piles up on the table and the counters. And so that's where I'm gonna put some time and energy today. And I actually am gonna do a little bit of an update. My bin back here, I think it's a potatoes and onions bin. I've been storing some tea in there, and I've had it on my counter for about a year, a little over a year. I'm gonna try something a little bit different with that, and I'm gonna take you along with me. So let's get started. Most of you already know, but if you don't, Tiny Tidy Tuesday is an open collaboration hosted by my sweet friend Sunday Dawn. Her channel is The Helpful Home. Each week, she organizes all of us into a tidy playlist so that we can bring you some inspiration and motivation to get a tiny task or any other tiny accomplishment around your home. I am just going to use this container that I already have. It is a clear container, so it makes it easy for me to know what's inside. When I gave my pantry a little bit of TLC, I believe it was last year, I used a few containers like this that are just the clear Rubbermaid type of containers. And I also ordered a couple of containers on Amazon so that I could keep everything contained inside of my pantry. But one thing that I have realized about myself and that I recognize is that I just need to sort of shop my house and use what I have. And this way, it actually makes things easier for me in that I am, one, not spending any money, and two, if I don't have something that works, then I really have to take a look at what it is that I'm storing and decide if it's something that I really want to maintain and keep in my home. So with the tea, it's not something that I'm reaching for right now, but I do like to have the tea. It's definitely something that at certain times, for whatever reason, I reach for that more often than like a coffee or an iced coffee. But for now, it's not something that I'm reaching for, so storing it in a container like this will work just fine. So anyway, back to styling this circular tray. You'll actually notice that I am not really in love with how it's turning out. I had to cut out so much of these clips because I was sitting there like taking a step back, thinking, taking a step back, thinking. So I'm not really sure if this is exactly what I'm wanting, but for now, I'm okay with a little.
Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun?
So far, I don't really know if I love this tray. I actually feel like, I thought it was gonna feel like more counter space, but it really doesn't. I feel like maybe I need something more linear there. So for now, that's what we're keeping. This is going in the garbage. This is actually my daughter's. So I will put that in a box and either send it to her or give it to her next time she's home. She's away at school. And then these two baskets and this Christmas spray just need to be relocated downstairs with the seasonal decor. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I need to try and get these muffin pans cleaned up. This weekend we celebrated my parents' anniversary with a brunch, and I made some little egg bites, and it stuck to the muffin pans so badly, and it was super annoying. I greased them really well beforehand and it still stuck. So if you have any great ideas on how to use muffin pans without getting anything to stick to them, then please leave that in the comments below, because I keep these muffin pans year after year and use them maybe once or twice a year, but I almost am deterred from using them because I cannot get whatever it is, muffin mix, cake mix, eggs, I cannot get it to not stick to the muffin pans. Okay, rant over, let's finish cleaning up. Just as a side note too, these muffin pans have been soaking since last night. So they were literally soaking in soapy hot water for about 12 hours, let's just say. And then I still used like a Brillo-y sponge to try to get it cleaned out. And I also am using one of those like Tupperware scraper things. And that's finally what got everything out. So, oh my gosh, how annoying. And you guys may or may not know that I am participating in the 40 bags in 40 days challenge coming up. And these muffin pans are something that each year I am trying to decide whether or not it's worth me keeping them. And this is why, because when I do use them, even though it's just 1 or 2 times a year, when I go to clean them, it is such a pain in the butt. Like, I just don't know what else to do to make it easier. And is it really worth making these smaller size things rather than, you know, like I could have done a big casserole type in a 9x13, or when I make muffins or cakes, I can make them also in those bigger pans. So it's a struggle. It's a real struggle. So if you have any tips or tricks, then let me know. If this is something that you identify with and you're like, yes, me too, my muffin pans are so hard to clean, let me know that in the comments too, so I don't feel so stupid. Okay, so I did actually change it up again after the camera stopped rolling. So at the very end of this video, I will give you a quick update on the kitchen, but I just wanted to remind you to check out the description box so that you can find the playlist there for all the other tiny tidiers this week. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Be sure and give me a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. Okay, one last update because I did change some things off camera. But I moved this circle tray over here and moved the utensils that were alongside the stove and our big salt and pepper shaker. I moved that stuff into that corner, which is where our Ninja air fryer was, and I moved that over here. I think I'll like this, at least for a little while. I left the coffee maker over there, but I am liking that, and I also think I'm gonna get something for the paper towels to hang below those cabinets. But this is feeling really good to me. I'm gonna leave it like this for a while and just see how I like it. So that's my final update. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.